Why do we bravely face the sting of physical change for a new look, yet quietly retreat from the deeper aches inside our hearts? In a world flooded with polished images and impossible standards, it's easy to believe that reshaping the outside might rewrite the story of our lives. But reality whispers a tougher lesson. Some scars live far deeper than any surface transformation can reach. Today, come with me as we uncover powerful stories of self-discovery, where chasing perfection can sometimes blur the very identity we're trying to find. Comment 1 if you value the soul, or 0 if appearance matters more. Don't forget to like and subscribe to continue the journey. Farrah Abraham, first introduced as a teenage mother on MTV's 16 and Pregnant, later became a well-known reality television personality. As her fame grew, public attention followed her dramatic change in appearance, evolving almost alongside her career. What began as a young mother's story soon turned into a visible journey of reinvention. Her cosmetic path started early, at 19, with breast augmentation. That choice opened the door to more procedures, including rhinoplasty, a chin implant later removed, cheek and lip fillers, a Brazilian-style butt enhancement, and treatments meant to maintain a youthful look. The repeated shifts in her appearance, unfolding under constant public attention, raise a deeper question. Do these changes reflect confidence, or a quiet response to outside expectations? Farrah has come to symbolize the pressure of staying relevant by continually reshaping one's image. While she stands by her decisions, specialists in emotional well-being often note a pattern where satisfaction seems just beyond reach. In situations like this, the focus can shift from self-expression to ongoing correction, where each adjustment highlights another perceived flaw, turning reinvention into a continuous pursuit rather than a path to lasting peace. In the 1980s, Mickey Rourke embodied Hollywood charisma, admired for his striking presence and magnetic screen appeal. At the peak of his fame, he shocked many by stepping away from the film industry to pursue a deeply personal passion far removed from the glamour of red carpets. The years that followed unfolded largely outside the spotlight, defined by discipline, impact, and physical endurance. When he eventually returned to public view, time and experience had clearly reshaped him, revealing a life that had chosen intensity and conviction over comfort and continuity. Later, Mickey explored various ways to restore aspects of his appearance, though the results were not always exactly as hoped. His experience highlights a reality within Hollywood. The pressure to maintain a flawless image can be immense, and choices made beyond the film set can sometimes shape a career in unexpected ways. Even so, Mickey remains a powerful example of persistence. He returned to the screen with performances that felt deeper and more mature, and his story reminds us that artistic value is not defined by appearance alone, but by genuine skill, dedication, and passion. In the 1990s, Meg Ryan became a defining presence in romantic cinema, helping shape the era with roles that felt warm, sincere, and deeply human. Her performances carried a natural blend of lightness and emotional depth, allowing love stories to feel relatable rather than distant or idealized. With effortless charm and expressive subtlety, she grew beyond being simply a screen favorite and came to represent a style of storytelling built on authenticity. For many viewers and aspiring actors, Meg symbolized a kind of cinema rooted in genuine emotion, human connection, and the quiet strength of heartfelt honesty. Public expectations, combined with constant scrutiny of age and appearance, can place heavy pressure on those in the spotlight. Her story reflects an industry that dazzles yet judges closely, where even the smallest changes rarely go unnoticed. From this reality comes a broader lesson. Appearances may shift over time, but depth, resilience, and character remain. It offers a gentle reminder that true value is not found in perfection, but in authenticity, and that lasting influence grows from substance, not surface. Renee Zellweger has long been admired for her natural presence and the emotional depth she brings to every role. Her approachable image helped shape many memorable characters across well-loved films. When she appeared in 2014 with a noticeably refreshed look, public reaction quickly grew into a widespread conversation. Yet Renee later shared that she felt renewed, balanced, and comfortable in her own skin. Her experience highlights a simple truth. Personal well-being is deeply individual, and everyone has the right to define confidence and comfort on their own terms, beyond outside expectations. The moment also sparked a broader conversation about appearance pressure, especially for women in the spotlight. It revealed how strict ideals can quietly weigh on artists who, beneath the fame, are simply people seeking balance and self-acceptance. In this light, Renee Zellweger's experience became less about change and more about perspective. It showed how empathy can soften a demanding industry and how respecting individuality creates space for creativity to flourish. Her story gently encourages acceptance, reminding us that fulfillment grows from authenticity, not from meeting imagined standards. Jocelyn Wildenstein has long sparked public curiosity because of the noticeable changes in her appearance, often portrayed by the media with dramatic labels that overshadow her individuality. These portrayals reveal as much about society's fascination with looks as they do about the person herself. Her story is often revisited as a window into how appearance pressure works in the modern world and how media narratives can turn personal choices into spectacle. It encourages reflection and empathy, reminding us that behind every headline lies a complex human story shaped by attention, expectation, and misunderstanding. In an image-driven world that often celebrates flawless appearances, Jocelyn's story invites a thoughtful reflection on choice and balance. While everyone deserves the freedom to shape their own form of self-expression, lasting well-being often depends on harmony between body, mind, and external influence. Viewed from an educational perspective, her experience moves the conversation away from judgment and toward understanding. It reminds us that self-worth is not measured by appearance, and that empathy and respect for personal differences are vital for building a more inclusive and compassionate society. To audiences of Modern Family, Reed Ewing, known for playing Dylan, seemed naturally charming and confident. Yet beyond the spotlight, he was dealing with a quiet inner struggle that few people noticed. He later spoke about living with body dysmorphic disorder, a condition in which perception can become distorted and small details feel overwhelmingly important. In that state, the mirror stops reflecting reality and instead magnifies fear and self-doubt. For many, this leads to avoidance and constant self-checking. For Reed, it became a search for relief through outward change, an effort to ease an inner discomfort that appearance alone could never truly resolve. In his early adult years, Reed turned to medical procedures, hoping that adjusting certain features might calm his insecurities. Instead of relief, each change brought deeper frustration, as the results sometimes intensified his distress rather than easing it. This pattern reflects a key truth about distorted self-perception. External changes rarely resolve internal struggles. In 2015, Reed chose to speak openly about his experience, questioning how easily such procedures can be pursued without deeper emotional reflection. His honesty resonated beyond Hollywood, reminding many that genuine healing cannot come from surface changes alone, and that emotional well-being grows from understanding rather than correction. Anastasia Pokreshchuk from Ukraine has taken visual transformation to an extreme rarely seen. Known for her dramatically exaggerated cheeks, she presents her appearance as a bold declaration of identity and artistic freedom. To her, this striking look is not something to conceal, but a statement meant to provoke reaction and discussion. Yet behind the spectacle lies a deeper conversation about boundaries, self-expression, and the fine line between creative autonomy and personal well-being. Her story reflects how, in the digital age, the body itself can become a canvas shaped by attention, validation, and the desire to stand apart. Anastasia's story encourages us to reflect on where personal choice ends and potentially harmful patterns may begin. When physical modification reaches repeated extremes, it raises thoughtful ethical questions rather than simple admiration. Such choices can carry real consequences, but the deeper issue may lie beneath the surface, a fragile self-image, searching for alignment through continual change. Online attention can quietly reinforce this cycle, often rewarding the most dramatic transformations with visibility and approval. What may seem like pure freedom can sometimes reveal a deeper tension between identity, validation, and the hidden cost of turning the body into a statement. Pixie Fox, a model from Sweden, became widely known for a visual style inspired by iconic cartoon figures, embracing an intentionally exaggerated, fantasy-like image. Through a series of aesthetic transformations, she aimed to blur the boundary between reality and imagination, presenting her body as a form of living art. While her appearance has sparked debate, Pixie describes it as an expression of creative freedom rather than provocation. Her journey highlights how self-image, art, and identity can intersect, inviting discussion about expression, individuality, and how beauty is defined in an age shaped by attention and spectacle. Through social media, Pixie Fox openly shares her transformation, presenting it as inspiration for people drawn to unconventional styles. Her story opens a broader conversation about how modern beauty ideals can influence behavior and expectations. While creativity and self-expression deserve respect, her journey also underscores the value of awareness and balance. It gently reminds audiences that true empowerment lies in harmony, where artistic freedom, personal identity, and physical and emotional well-being can coexist without one overshadowing the others. SZA rose as a defining voice in alternative R&B by looking inward and giving shape to emotions many people struggle to express. Her music explores vulnerability, self-doubt, and emotional imbalance with striking honesty, resonating far beyond the sound itself. Acclaimed projects like Control and SOS reflect not perfection, but authenticity. In a culture that often rewards polished illusion, SZA's openness about anxiety and insecurity reframes success as genuine self-expression, showing that true artistic strength often comes from revealing, rather than hiding, one's inner reality. She turned vulnerability into creative energy, shaping personal experiences into music that resonates with millions. Self-love and acceptance remain central to her public voice, offering connection rather than perfection. Amid outside speculation about appearance, she redirects attention toward autonomy and self-respect. Her perspective reinforces a wider message. Beauty is not a fixed standard but a personal experience, and the freedom to respect one's body and choices is a powerful expression of strength. She has often spoken about stepping away from rigid ideals shaped by media and social expectations, reminding audiences that worth is never defined by pursuing a flawless image. By choosing honesty over pressure, she reframes beauty as confidence, self-respect, and authenticity. Her voice encourages others to question imposed standards and follow their own path. If this message resonates with you, share your thoughts in the comments, show your support, and subscribe to the channel for more stories that inspire clarity and self-belief. Donatella Versace stands as a distinctive force in global fashion, widely recognized for guiding Versace into a new chapter after the loss of her brother, Gianni. Stepping into leadership with determination, she protected the house's legacy while reshaping it into a symbol of confidence, glamour, and modern strength. Her unmistakable image, platinum hair, bold silhouettes, and a fearless attitude became closely linked with the brand itself. Beyond design, Donatella's influence has reached across pop culture and fashion worldwide, showing how vision, identity, and resilience can turn a name into a lasting empire. After decades in an industry often focused on youth and perfection, Donatella Versace's appearance has naturally evolved, frequently becoming a subject of public conversation. Constant scrutiny and high expectations have made personal image a complex responsibility closely tied to the brand she leads. Yet her journey offers a clear reminder. Lasting influence is not built on appearance alone. True authority comes from vision, leadership, and resilience, the strength to protect a legacy and shape culture beyond surface ideals. Courtney Love has long embodied defiance, creativity, and the raw spirit of 1990s grunge culture. As the driving force behind the band Hole, she carved out a powerful place within alternative rock, leaving a lasting cultural mark. Albums like Live Through This resonated far beyond music, capturing themes of identity, vulnerability, and emotional intensity that connected with an entire generation. Her artistic path has always reflected her unapologetic personality, fearless, value of limits, self-awareness, and placing personal well-being above the pursuit of perfection. What was meant to build confidence gradually distanced her from her sense of identity. With each change, the gap inner identity and outward expression. Each step reflected a move toward authenticity rather than simple surface change. Beyond appearance, her story speaks to courage, intention, and the power of self-definition. It reminds audiences that true affirmation is deeply personal, and that understanding oneself can be the most meaningful transformation of all. Nikki Exotica's journey powerfully shows how external expression can be a deeply personal part of the struggle to be seen and to live authentically. For her, shaping appearance became one way of aligning outward identity with inner truth. Her influence also extended beyond her personal life when she shared her story on major media platforms. By appearing on the well-known reality series 90 Day Fiancé, she created a significant cultural moment, facing complex emotional challenges while revealing her transgender identity to her partner in front of a global audience. In addition, Nikki is an active member of the House of Extravaganza, an influential house within ballroom culture. Entertainment world. After a historic breakthrough in the early 1980s, she built a career defined by range, earning recognition across music, television, and theater. And the confidence to evolve while remaining true to oneself. She shows that lasting success is simple. Longevity comes from respecting one's natural features, being patient with time, and making choices guided by self-awareness rather than pressure. This thoughtful approach allows her natural warmth and expression to remain intact, avoiding the rigid appearance sometimes linked with excessive intervention. Her perspective offers a calm, educational reminder about valuing what time refines rather than trying to erase it. By choosing balance over extremes, she shows that confidence grows from acceptance, not constant alteration. In her story, graceful aging is less about resisting change and more about embracing it with dignity, self-awareness, and the quiet confidence that lasting beauty begins with inner peace. Ultimately, these journeys reveal a simple truth. No external change can replace inner worth. Real fulfillment grows from self-acceptance, not from pursuing an image shaped by others. When we choose understanding over comparison and clarity over pressure, we move closer to lasting peace. If this message resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments. Support the channel by liking the video, subscribing, and turning on notifications to stay connected with future stories. Thank you for being here, and see you next time.